I know Senator Lummis just arrived. I don't know if you're extremely timely or if you're ready or.
I will pull my questions out, and thank you, Madam
Thank you.
Chairman. I want to thank the nominees for coming before the committee today, and thank, of course, the chair and the ranking member for organizing the hearing. I'm interested in learning how our nominees plan to carry out President Trump's priorities of American energy dominance, improving tribal affairs, and strengthening government-to-government relations. So, Chairman Wright, thanks for your support of innovative technologies addressing the environmental challenges posed to abandoned uranium mines. What specific actions will you take to ensure that advanced reactor developers already deep into the licensing process benefit from modernizing the NRC and not just future developers? Can you ensure that early movers like TerraPower are not disadvantaged by shifting regulatory frameworks intended to benefit future applicants?
Thank you. Thank you, Senator. And again, I met with you. You were probably my second senator, maybe, that I met with. And
yeah, I enjoyed our conversation. Thank you.
We covered a lot of ground that day.
We did.
One, the NRC, we're committed to all advanced reactor developers. We want to work with them regardless of their stage, all right, and in the whole licensing process. We're gonna make sure that these applicants are, especially those that are already deep in the process, right? They will benefit from the modernization, not be penalized as a result of it. The NRC is gonna, we appreciate and recognize those significant investments that they have made, right? And so we want to make sure that they get through the process efficiently and timely, and that we're not throwing up a roadblock that is unintended, right? So we're going to make sure that they get through, and they're not penalized.
Thank you. I'd also like to follow up on a question that was asked earlier by Senator Kelly.
Right.
About the NRC's guidance on legacy mine cleanup.
Mm-hmm.
Can you briefly speak to the Commission's plans distinguishing mine waste from conventional ore? How would you ensure that service provider licensees like DISA, who you previously mentioned, are not burdened by unnecessary conditions that could hinder remediation or limit the recovery of recyclable uranium from these legacy waste piles?
Right. Well, Commission direction has got to be followed, right? The service provider network or framework was what we have recommended to be done, and that's going to be the way it's going to have to be, right? And outside of that, we've got the staff is going to have to, they were working at it, and I think they got stuck on it, and I don't think there's been any movement on whether or not there will be a definition or how it would look or what it would be like. I'd like to get back to you on maybe how that stands at this moment.
That would be much appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I'll look forward to that conversation.
Yes, ma'am.
As you know, the cleanup that can be done, especially on the Navajo reservation, it's tremendous.
It's a market-based solution to something that can get it done today.
Yeah.
And even if it's 80%,
Yeah.
80% is clean. That's cleaning it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been a fan about it for 3 years now.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm so pleased to hear that, and let's follow up.
Yes, ma'am.
So after years of effort and hundreds of millions in public investment, the United States still doesn't have a single licensed and operating advanced reactor. So what should we expect different results in the future?
Well, yes, we should, and I think we're moving in that direction in a big way. As I mentioned earlier, a couple of times, that the advanced reactor side of our house is the shining star within the NRC right now. We just got the new scale standard design approval out, so they can go to market now. And we've got others we have 4 other applications that are before us. until the others come in with applications, we can't really start doing the official stuff. But we've got 25 others who are in early engagement with us so that when they get the questions answered on anything new and novel, their application will be robust and complete and full, and we should be able to get through the licensing process quicker. I mean, our goal's like 18 months or so.
Yeah,
That's what we'd like to do.
duly noted, and I appreciate your response. Do I have time to ask Ms. Turner a question? Thank you, Madam Chairman. Ms. Turner, welcome. The EPA currently treats the two separate federally recognized Wyoming tribes as if they were one single tribe as it pertains to grant funds. This creates complications and fails to recognize the sovereignty of either tribe. Of course, the Eastern Shoshone, Northern Arapaho are the two tribes of which I am speaking, who inhabit the Wind River Reservation. So will you commit to treating each tribe as separate entities, as intended by the laws governing the trust relationship between the federal government and a federally recognized tribe?
Senator Lummis, good morning, and I appreciate that question. Should I be confirmed in this role, I would want to understand why these two tribal nations are potentially being treated as one. You weren't here to hear me say earlier that EPA does take its federal trust responsibility seriously. We work with our tribal nations as sovereign entities. That government-to-government relationship is paramount to how we engage and how we respect the sovereignties of the tribes. So I would want to understand what is happening there. Should I be confirmed in this role? The releasing of grant money for our tribal programs is also very important. And so should I be confirmed in the role, I'd like to understand what's happening, work with the region, work with the grant staff that's overseeing this, and see what we can do to get that grant money taken care of.
And that is a very fair response. So I appreciate that response, and let's plan on visiting about that further as time goes on.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thanks, Madam Chairman. I yield back.